Vande Mataram students. In previous video, I explained you about types of nutrients and balanced diet. Okay. In today's video, I'll tell you about digestive system. Okay. Yes, students. What happens to the food you eat? You know? Okay. Our body uses the nutrients present in the food. The body has to change the food that you eat into simpler substances. Simpler substances are used by the body. So now the process by which useful substances in the food are broken down into simpler substances is called digestion. Okay, so digestion definition. Digestion definition is when the useful substances in the food are broken down into simpler substances. This process is called digestion. Okay students, now I am showing you one video about digestive system. Now you can see.
The journey of food begins at the mouth and ends at the anus.
As you know students, the journey of food starts at the mouth and at the anus. You know, the digestion begins in the mouth and end in the small intestine. But the journey of food starts at the mouth and end at the anus. Now,
the food passes through a process called digestion, where it is broken down completely till all the nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream and the waste is removed. There are many organs involved in this process, and
students, as you know, there are many organs works in digestive system like mouth, liver, gallbladder, large intestine, rectum, esophagus, stomach, pancreas, small intestine and anus.
There is a lot of activity happening in every organ. Mouth.
Firstly, we are talking about mouth.
We begin digesting our food as soon as we put it in our mouth. Our teeth are powerful crushers that cut, chew, shred, and grind the food. Our lips hold the food in. Our tongue pushes the food inside the mouth as it mixes with saliva.
Students, as you know, what is saliva? Saliva is a liquid present in our mouth, mixes with the food. Okay?
We have salivary glands in our mouth and cheeks, which secrete a liquid called saliva.
Salivary glands secrete.
Saliva contains many enzymes which moisten the food and begin to break it down into smaller particles, thus making it soft and smooth like a paste. The tongue, which is actually a powerful muscle, moves the food towards the back of the mouth and pushes it down into the esophagus. This process is called swallowing. Esophagus.
Students, esophagus, we can say it a food pipe. Okay?
The esophagus is a long, thin tube which transports the food from the mouth to the stomach.
Students, when we eat food, our food passes through the food pipe into our stomach. You can see.
This tube is inside our neck. It is about 25 centimeters long in an adult. It is also called the gullet or the food pipe. The strong muscles in the walls of this tube squeeze and push the food down into the stomach. It has a muscular valve towards the bottom which stops the food from the stomach to re-enter the mouth. Stomach. Our stomach is a J-shaped, strong muscular bag.
Students, our stomach shape is like J. Our stomach is J shape.
That can stretch to store food. It works like a food blender. Its muscular walls contract to churn the food we have swallowed. Acidic fluids, called digestive juices, aid in the breaking down of food. Some parts of the food, such as glucose, are directly absorbed into the blood through the walls of the stomach.
Students, you know, when food comes in our stomach, it remains for few hours. And in our stomach, some acid is here and mixes with the food and kill the germs. And our stomach churns the food like a paste.
The food in stomach stays for nearly 3 to 4 hours. Liver. The liver is the largest and busiest organ inside the body.
Students, now we are talking about our liver. Okay?
It does many different jobs, out of which 3 are very important. It produces thick green fluid called bile, which is stored in a small pear-shaped bag called the gallbladder. Bile is a digestive juice which helps in breaking up the fats that are eaten. This makes it easier for fatty food to be digested in the stomach and intestine.
Students, our liver and our pancreas, okay, produces digestive juice.
The liver also receives and processes nutrients from the blood, storing some and passing others on. It also clears the blood of poisons and wastes. Pancreas. The pancreas produces many enzymes which are released into the small intestine. The intestine needs these to further break down the food. It also produces insulin, a hormone which controls the sugar levels in our blood. When the pancreas do not produce enough insulin, we tend to get diabetes. Small intestine. When the food leaves the stomach, it enters the small intestine, which is
Students, after leaving the stomach, food enters into the small intestine. Okay?
nearly 7 meters long. The digestive juices further break down the food into soluble substances which can be easily absorbed by the walls of the intestine. It is then passed into the bloodstream. Large intestine. The large intestine is a long, white tube around 1.5 meters long that surrounds the tightly coiled small intestine. It is at the end of the digestive system. It receives remains of food from the small intestine. Excess water and salts are absorbed here, and the waste products from the digested food, including fiber, that is, the part of food which is not digested, moves down to the end of the tract. The walls of the large intestine are very smooth and produce a slimy mucus. This helps the food waste, called feces, to slide along.
Students, as you know, what now? The undigested food enters the large intestine, okay, and useful substances from the digested food enter the blood vessels in the small intestines, and the blood transport these all useful substances to every part of the body. Now we are talking about the undigested food. The undigested food enters the large intestine, okay, and in the large intestine most of the waste present in the undigested food is taken back into the blood. Then what now remains in the waste? It is thrown out of the body in the form of feces. The last part of the large intestine through which the feces pass out is called the anus.
Easily and pass out of the body through the anus. Undigested food stays in the large intestine for up to 12 hours before it is pushed out of the body.
Digestive system. In this video, I am telling you about 10 healthy tips to improve your digestive system. First, keep chewing. Chewing is often underestimated. Okay, students, and chew each time 20 to 30 times before swallowing. You should chew your food properly. Then next, eat plenty of fiber. Students, you should eat fiber food. Sources of fibers are fruits and vegetables. Next, drink water. As you know, you should drink 7 to 8 glasses of water every day, and adding plenty of water to your diet which helps digestion by dissolving fats and soluble fiber. This allows food to pass through your intestines more easily. Okay, next, exercises. As you know, exercises keeps a man healthy and strong. Okay, moving your body, take a walk or jog. Okay, exercises increase blood flows to your organs. Okay, next, reduce stress. Feeling or stress or anxiety can mess with your digestive system because your brain and digestive system are connected. So students, try stress relieving exercises, getting more sleep. Okay, at least you should sleep 7 to 8 hours. Okay, or relaxation techniques also. Next is eat warm food. Okay, students, because the spleen work best with the warm and dislikes the cold. Okay, and our digestive system requires warmth to break down food properly. So you should eat warm food. Quit smoking. Yes, smoking is dangerous. Yes, smoking can have a serious negative impact on your digestive system because it weakens the wall at the end of the esophagus. Okay, it also increases the risk of cancer. Next, drink less alcohol. You know, ever notice how your digestion is a little off after a night of drinking? Alcohol with acid. Alcohol with acid. Stomach, muscles and nutrients. Okay. Absorption, so be careful not to drink. Next. Loss water. Loss weight. Students, we should maintain our body weight by doing yoga and exercises. Okay. Next, try probiotics. Probiotics complete for space with bad bacteria. promote the release of natural antibodies in the digestive tract and can even attack unhealthy bacteria directly in some cases. Okay, so all these are tips for your healthy digestive system. So you should follow all the instructions, all good habits. Okay, thank you.